So I'm recording right now because I was just chilling. Then on it spawned in a festive stick bug, and coconut combo started dropping. I had to dub this over after recording because my iPad doesn't pick up my mic. So yeah, just enjoy the admin abuse from on it, I guess. So here's when the coconut combo started dropping. I actually didn't know he was admin abusing, and then they just started dropping it out of nowhere, and I was like, what? I don't have coconut belt. Oh, and did I mention that he corrupted Mountaintop as well as spawned a Windy Bee up there? It was 50% corruption. I was stupid to not take more advantage from that. But yeah, there was coconut combo, and then he corrupted Mountaintop. He spawned a Windy Bee too. So I ended up just going for the Windy Bee instead of the corruption. Here, let's see if you can figure out what's going on right now, okay? I want you to see if you can find the admin abuse, because when I was doing the Windy Bee, I was completely oblivious to what was going on, so I just want you to go ahead, keep a little lookout for it. And if you can actually see those snow bears in the background, good job. I did not realize they were there, and I was so confused when On It started talking about them. Yeah, it was right here that I actually noticed that there were like 10 snow bears just spawn camping everyone at Dandelion, despite having just respawned and flown above them. Oh, and he just decided to spawn at like a level 20 snow bear when I was chilling. I was grinding my quest, I was checking up on them. And then see, I was done my Buckle Bee quest. I was about to hand it in, and then he spawned a level 20 snow bear behind me. And well, with a level 10 hive, I'm not hitting that. So I just kind of had to dodge it. But hey, it was cool, so, you know, bonus points for that. After this was just a bunch of menial task grinding. I was just, I completely forgot to hand in my Buckle Bee quest. So I went to do that, right? And would you like to take a guess at what happened? I saw collect 5 blue bloom petals from the pineapple patch. So I was just extremely like, bro, what? How do I do this? And then this happened. I decided it would be nice of him to just say, oh yeah, no, they can spawn, but they just don't spawn. They can spawn, but they're just extremely rare. So I go up to Pineapple Patch and spend a little bit grinding there until he decides to spawn something for himself. Yeah, thanks on it. This was really nice of you to do because I had 5 in my quest because he said the newer servers would instead have only collect 1 blue bloom petal from Pineapple Patch. But of course I just had to draw the short straw because that's always how my luck is. So I was stuck trying to get 5 bloom petals, spent a decent bit trying to do that, and then he just decided to spawn them in. Thanks. The rest of this time was just spent doing my Buck OB quest because I really need the blue extracts for my diamond mask. I've just been grinding for that for a while, so yeah, you can just watch this. I'm trying to voice it over to make it like the least boring as possible, but it's kind of hard to voice over when I'm doing just normal stuff while waiting for the next thing in the admin abuse. Oh, and then on it decided to start talking again. You know, I think that's a pretty good idea because it's definitely not going to delay our updates even more than they're already taking. I will say he got this Beesmas out on time, even while he was spending time with his family. So thank you on it. This was an amazing Christmas miracle to get Beesmas actually on the 26th instead of March. And then it was just more grinding until I went down to the spider field, and then I realized the number of red petals in the spider field was not normal at all. So probably that was just on it trying to help out the red hives with their Riley B quest, because I'm assuming they got similar treatment to us. And then out of the blue, he decides to actually just announce something that it would have been really useful to know earlier, because I was not paying attention. But when I was paying attention, I was like, huh, why are there random petals coming out? Is this like the new update? Petals just normally come out? And then he just decides to say it, which was confusing. Because why didn't you say this before? I probably would have gotten a lot more bloom petals than before. This was just me realizing how it actually worked. And then I realized, oh wow, petal belt people must be doing real good. So, well, hope you have fun popping blooms because they're in every repeatable quest now. This is gonna suck. So here's some other gameplay for now. Give it a bit, we'll get to the next part of the admin boost. So here's the next part of the episode. On it just decided to, out of nowhere, give us gummy stars. Now, I actually spent some gumdrops on this, and then I realized, oh wait, this is an extremely short gummy star, and it didn't even give me buffs afterwards, but it was a cool visual, I guess. And then you also got to hear the songs in the back, so that was nice, because I actually really like the gummy pop star and the scorching star themes. They're pretty nice. A lot better than a lot of the themes in the game. But yeah, that was mostly just visuals, but it was fun. I did also forget to add, because I wasn't recording when it happened, but he also, when he actually used the gummy star, he also did use the gummy mask's passive where it turns the entire field into goo and then turns you into a gummy bear. But first of all, I wasn't recording when that happened, and second of all, I was out of a field, so the field wasn't goo either. That's why I had 0 on my gummy star, but well, it did happen, I guess. Here's when the pop star started. He started gonna keep my voice a little lower on this because I really like the podcast. This was a small reason of why I'm trying to get a blue badge later on, when I actually can. But the other reason is just because well, my friend was gonna go red, so we might as well have like that other thing going. And then also, it's just really satisfying to pop the bubbles and stuff. It's really satisfying to watch boosters. I just watch boosters really quick. Then the pop star ended, and like I said, we never got any boosts or anything from it. But it was just the boosts from when the pop star was actually still going. But still, it was nice. I got bragging rights to say I've actually used pop star now. Then a few minutes later, I was in the stump field getting cyan petals for my Bucko Bee Beesmas quest to get the snow machine. And on it, decided to spawn a scorching star in. That was cool. He also did give us one X flame because, I had barely any fire. I don't think anyone who's not a red hive is gonna have any fire at all. And then I was a mixed hive, so I had like 1-2 fire bees, I guess. And then here's the X-Flame I was talking about. He just randomly spawned it, and I didn't even realize it. I was like, oh, hey, X-Flame, nice. Took a while after that for the next interesting thing to happen. Anya just decided to randomly corrupt the dandelion field. But I do have to ask, why the dandelion field, man? I don't think I know a single person who actually likes dandelion. After they have what they want, nobody actually comes back to dandelion. It's so annoying to grind in. The only reason you will ever catch me in dandelion is quests. So while this is happening, let me just remind you, a lot of these clips are sped up by like 2 times, 5 times, 10 times. Because this was an extremely long admin abuse. There was a lot of like, there were huge breaks in between all of the events that Onyx come in. But I feel like the reason I was able to pull this off was mostly because bee swarmers, unlike a lot of people who play the modern Roblox games with admin abuse, actually have a very high, like, they can actually stay in the game and focus on it for a pretty good amount of time, unlike the Steel Brain Rot players who just log in for admin abuse and log off. Bee swarmers actually have something to do in the rest of their time. And again, I'm gonna compare this to Steel Brain Rot Fish. What they're gonna do admin abuse, I'm blanking out. Get Grow Garden. This is a very, like, I'd say it's a pretty balanced admin abuse because he's not like ruining the economy, but he's giving a fair amount of buffs to the people who were there. So, and I was grabbing a new diamond amulet because I just unlocked diamond amulet like a little bit before the admin abuse. So I was trying to get like slightly better stats, and I was just probably gonna keep the last one. And then on it just corrupted every single field. So I was like, yeah, might as well. And here started all the puff streams. There were genuinely so many puff streams. I don't even really know what to say. There were puff streams. That's all I can really say over now. Inadvertently, this admin abuse also got my inadvertently this admin abuse also got my Daffy request completed because I needed to pop a rare puff from his brother. It was annoying, but yeah. Oh, because I didn't want to miss anything in the admin abuse. I was in the game for so long that my mobile clock was finally ready for the 3rd time. Because this spirit request, I've had this for like, because of the wealth clock. I just couldn't go for an hour, so the admin boost gave me an excuse to do it, I guess. Overall, it was really fun. I feel like it was a lot better than like the Grow Garden stuff, because it gives overpowered stuff, but it's never actually fun. Anyways, see you next time.